Hello you lovely people and welcome to day 23 of Jumpstart January. I have spent most of the day resting / being a lazy moose on the sofa. So thank you all very much for getting this tush into motion. After doing this video I'm going to be doing my Sunday stretches. But tomorrow we've got a full body circuit. We are going to use a little bit of weight if you have it, so again, bottles of wine, cans of soup, dumbbells, weights, whatever you've got, go and grab them now because I'm going to adding a little bit of weight to the first exercise. I haven't got anything with me, so I'm going to pretend. So to start off with, we're going to do a squat thrust. We've done this before, but we're going to add a delayed squat progression. So basically, when you go down into your squat, if you imagine you've got your dumbbells in your hands here, when you go down into your squat, you're going to stay down there and do a curl, and then you're going to come back up into a thrust. Squat, curl, thrust. Squat, curl, thrust. If you want to make it a little bit harder on the legs, when you do your curl, you can add a pulse. So you're going to do squat, curl, push. I have to really think about the coordination here. Squat, pulse, push, squat, pulse, push. So do that with weights. I'm going to do 31 in total. Then we're going to move on to side plank switches. So there's two options for this. Well, there's lots of options for this one. Essentially what we're going to be doing is moving from one side plank to the other side plank, like this. Now, if you're just doing this, you have to do 31 on each side, okay? If you want to make it shorter, you add a push-up in the middle, and then you do 16 each side, okay? The key with this is that your body stays like a plank the entire time. You almost want to imagine that your hips and shoulders are totally connected. So you're not even turning the hips and then turning the shoulders. Try to think about it almost being one isolated motion rather than separately. Now, to make this slightly easier, you just drop the knee as you turn, come back to a plank, drop the other knee and turn. Back to plank, drop the other knee and turn. Alternatively, you can come up onto a slightly higher platform and do it from there. If your wrists are achy, you can also do this one on your elbows. You just won't be able to do the push-up in the middle, but you can do this. Let's try that again. You can roll from elbow to elbow. It actually, balance-wise, for me, seems way harder. So that's also an option if your wrists are a little bit sore. So again, if you add the push-up, 16 each side. If you don't have the push-ups, 31 each side, folks. Starting to bump these numbers up a little bit. Then we're going to move on to chair extensions. So again, if you've got a little bit of weight, keep them in your hands. If not, all you're doing is going down into a narrow squat. So feet slightly narrower than hips distance apart. Go into your narrow squat. Get as low as you can with your hips and ankles being comfortable. Step back into a lunge. Bring back to neutral. Step back, back to neutral. Step back, and so on. We're going to do 31 of these on each leg. It's going to be an absolute burner, so you may need to tone it down, break it up, or whatever you need to do. Now, to make it easier, all you do is come higher in your squat, in your lunge and squat, or alternatively, you can actually just sort of come out of the motion. It's the sustained contraction in this posture that is a particular burner. So personally, I think just break it down into sets of 10 if needs be, but we are going to do 31 on each leg. Then we're moving, with this one, again, there's often that temptation, particularly if you're like me and your hips don't get down much lower because of ankle flexibility or what. whatever, that as we step back, we arch the low back. So keep your spine forward. You need to keep it nice and neutral. Knee over toe. Don't let this front knee collapse in. And really, really focus on your balance. This is quite a good one for that core and buttocks because of the recruitment for balance. Okay, then we're moving on to exercise 4, simple ab bicycles. She says simple. So we did these in week 1, so it'll be interesting to see how you guys find them. And this time we're going to do more because we're going to do 31 in each direction. So ab bicycles or bicycle crunches, whatever you want to call them. Shoulders are just off the floor, neck is as relaxed as possible. You're bringing one knee towards the chest as the other leg extends out and this elbow comes towards this knee. The whole time, your lower abdominals are contracting to stop that low back from overarching. We don't want to see, as the leg extends out, that back arches. The whole time, that stomach is sucking down to the floor and holding really nice and strong as we do these crunches. Now, to make it easier, you just have the legs higher, or alternatively, you keep them on the floor and do this way. Whichever you feel is best for you. And then the final exercise is Spider-Man crunches. So we're going to come back into that low plank, hands like this, and we're going to bring elbow to knee towards shoulder with a bit of a deviation in the spine. So we're almost like bending and looking towards that knee, and then the other one. And because these are new, we're going to do just 16 on either side. If you feel like busting out another 16 on each side, you guys go for it. So that, my friends, is day 23. Day 23, Jumpstart January. I hope you're all feeling better than I am. I don't do this whole being ill thing very well. I'm not used to it at all. But even so, I'm going to go and do my lovely stretches now and hopefully feel a little bit better for it. But I'm looking forward to feeling better tomorrow and busting out these 5 moves, full body circuit, day 23, Jumpstart January. Just over a week left, guys. Keep going. You've been brilliant. Let's get these last 7 days in with a bang. Bye.